Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
But I'll just explain the damn story. Pissing me off. So I decided to go down to Sunday. I went to that live band over at we'll call this Super Ultra Mega Pro Lounge. Okay. So Super Ultra Mega Pro Lounge is black owned, and the owner was there. I'll get to that in a fucking minute. All right. So so as soon as I walk in, they had they're doing social distancing, so they're not doing a whole bunch of people in there. So
right.
They had a lot of VIP tables already reserved, and they had this one section where it was a table and two where the band was playing. So I'm like, oh, is anybody sitting there? It's like, no. The bouncer was like, no, you can go ahead and sit there. I'm like, all right, cool. So I got my glasses on. I'm wearing my golf Sunday finest. You know what I'm saying? I order my Maker's Mark. I'm chilling. Like, I'm straight up chilling. The band come on. Matter of fact, one of my frat brothers was a drummer. And, they playing some dope-ass music, some R&B, old school. It's cool. Dude, I'm in my zone. I'm in my vibe. I'm straight up chilling by myself, not trying to nobody else. One man, one face.
One band, one sound.
One sound. Just straight up chilling. So I guess it starts to get a little packed. More people start to come in. And so the owner comes up to me and was like, excuse me, are you sitting by yourself? I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting by myself. I am not thinking nothing of it. Like, I'm sitting by myself.
Right.
So she comes up to me, talking about well, I was wanting to know if I could move you because I got, two other people who trying to sit down. Now, mind you, I got here like almost an hour and a half first. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, yeah, I have two ladies that are trying to sit down in the chair. So I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm like, okay, two ladies trying to sit down. All right, yeah, I'll be a nice guy. Which again, IWC and everybody else, that nice guy shit, don't do it. Don't waste your time. Be an evil ass bastard.
It's a trap.
It's a trap. But me being a nice guy, I went ahead and said, okay, let me go ahead and move. Ray, it's the quality of women that are in here are top notch. I'm talking 8s, 9s, and 10s or above. I'm like, all right, I mean, cool. Wherever I go, I'm gonna be good.
Yeah. Oh no.
She sits me next to the most and no disrespect to when I say this because there's somebody for everybody. But this chick was hood as shit. I'm talking about if there was any, like all the women that's in there, she's the only one girl in there with golds in her motherfucking mouth, bro.
Oh, yo.
So she trying to
hold on. How many golds did she had? She had a
at
whole...
least three. At least three in a possible. At least three in a possible.
Three in a possible? So she had a partial joint?
Like spades, dog. So, I mean, I'll be cordial. I'm saying hi, whatever, whoop-de-woo. I say hello. And I keep my back turned to her, and I'm just trying to watch the damn show. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got nothing else to talk to you about.
Right.
So, 15, 20 minutes go down the line. She pats me on my shoulder, talking about you can talk to me. You can talk to me. Bitch, I'm not talking to you because I don't want to. What the fuck you mean? I don't want to talk to your ass. You get the whole attitude because I'm not talking to you. There's a reason I'm not talking to your ass, man. I just want to hear. I didn't look. I was coming there to chill. I wasn't going there to fucking talk to nobody. If a lovely lady something happened that was organic, that we spark a conversation, and something happened with it, cool. But don't sit me next to, dude, out of all the women in there, and I know I'm not no ugly cat. You gonna sit, do I look like I want to sit next to this chick? For real, bro? And then gonna talk about you can talk to me. I'm not talking to your ass because I don't want to. Flat the fuck out, bro. So don't go to Super Mega on watch it. There, I just put it out. I don't care.
You put the whole location out there.
Don't want to go there.
She was sitting there. She said there. She tapped you on your back and she said, "I'm a gold mouth." That's what I said. Hey, baby, you gonna eat your cornbread?
We take what we want, and after we take Lex Luger and the time, we want the gold sucker. Hulk Hogan, we come coming for you, nigga. For you, nigga. For you, nigga.
We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan.
We coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan.
We coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan.
We coming for you, no. We take what we want. We the realest in the business. We want the gold sucker.
Hulk Hogan.
We coming for you, no. Coming for you, no. Heard no podcast like this. Black dudes with an act for wrestling. They ain't gotta act cool. They that never bashful. And they mass dudes get a show and act a fool on it. Talk smack then, put the whole rule on it. Fueled by shots and bruise your ass is doomed the award if you want it. Lifelong fans with an honest mission. Get mania ticks without a mission. Nothing but a press pass. This barbershop talk with the best last. Bless that we rambling on ain't do listen. No, we know we got a couple of screws missing. Now who with the two dudes with the cool vision? And we coming for you, nigga.
This is uncalled for. This mother.
Fuck very well until we coming for you, Cass.
Oh man.
I can't win. RVS, I can't win, man. You go single and then the shit just happens. Like stop.
That wasn't even your fault. That was the owner. That was the owner out there trying to play matchmaker or some shit. First of all, that was mad irresponsible for the owner to move you somewhere else. But you had been there first. You had been there by yourself to move you next to somebody, and they supposed to be social distancing. You don't know this. You don't know.
And dog, I was ready to spend money, dog. I was ready to spend money. I got my shit left. I ordered my Rosalitas, which shout out to the ugly shit because she did say that's why I should go get the. She did tell me to go get that. That shit was fire.
Hey, listen, Rose. Number one. Of course she wasn't lying. Rosalita's is fire. Number two, I was mad that before you left, she was just like, "Nah, but for real though, you gonna get something to eat? You gonna get something to eat? Go down the street to Rosalita's."
and dog, I thought I was like, that don't sound half bad right now.
Hey, you know what? Shout out to Goldie. I'm gonna call her Goldie, man. Shout out to Goldie because it was obvious she was really feeling you. You weren't feeling her, and that's understandable. Sometimes attraction just don't work like that, right?
Not at all.
But she still checked on your well-being and made sure you was fed. She was like, "Oh, for real? Oh, well, I understand. I might not be your type, but check this out.
No,
I know where you can get you some food at.
I'm good, bro. She was eating the motherfucking Rosalitas before I got there, bro. I sit over there. She over there smashing the damn fajita nacho. Get the fuck out of here,
Wait
bro.
a minute. Wait. She beat you to Rosalitas?
She brought it in, dog. She brought a whole bag in.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. Wait. You sure she ain't behind you right now? Like, you might want to look over your shoulder, bro. Like, I thought you meant she was like, you should go to Rosalita's. And you walked out before her and showed up. She was there, like, sup?
No. I tried to be cordial. I didn't want to be rude. I was cordial, but I didn't want to talk to her. I should just lie and say I was mad.
Something, man. You know, hey, you know what? And that don't even be stopping people these days. They, you need some friends.
You need some friends? No, bitch, no. We got RVS in the mix, ROD in the mix. Where can they find you at, man?
Yes, sir. They can find me at Franchise06, FRANCHICE06, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, The RVS Book on Facebook. Find me at thervsmusic.com. I just dropped the EP, and if you go buy it on June 10th, a portion of the proceeds go to the NAACP Defense Fund. So go do that.
Oh, wow.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Where can I find you at, ROD?
And you can find me on all social media platforms at R8 TED_R. Again, that's RD8 TED_R. Let's get to wrestling, I guess.
Yeah, let's get to some wrestling. Well, speaking of people being out in these streets, man, you know, like I'm glad that the spot you went to was observing social distancing. It's pretty messed up that the owner made you move and all that. That's
beyond messed up, dog.
Well, you know what? But you know what else is messed up though? So you know WWE's been running shows. I mean, of course, if you've been listening to us, you know that WWE's been running these shows.
We got a lot to talk about this
week. We got a lot to talk about this week. I ain't gonna waste no more time on it, dog. Somebody at WWE got the Rona. Yeah, and now they had somebody in the office that had the Rona or had like presumed to have a Rona. No, one of the wrestlers tested positive for the Rona. Man, so it was a WWE developmental talent, and they confirmed this on June 15th. They confirmed that a developmental talent tested positive for COVID-19. Therefore, everybody on site had to be tested out of caution. Yep. The company released this statement from WWE's Associate Medical Director, Dr. Jeffrey Dugas, which explains the following. A developmental talent who was on site at WWE's training facility on Tuesday, June 9th, has tested positive for the Rona. He ain't say the Rona. I'll add that in there. Since that time, no other individuals that attended the facility have reported symptoms. However, out of an abundance of caution and to ensure the health and safety of the company's performers and staff, all talent, all production crew, and employees on site at the training and production facilities will be tested for COVID-19 immediately. Following the test results, WWE plans to proceed with its normal television production schedule. So not only did somebody get the Rona, but it actually messed up their money because they had to stop filming. And to my understanding, today is Wednesday. They were filming on Tuesday. To my understanding, they had to cancel the taping altogether. What you think, ROD?
Hey man, that Rona is serious, bro. You can't tell you gotta just stop. You stop exactly what you're doing and figure that out, bro. Because you're risking. First of all, the asses shouldn't be doing nothing in the first place. It includes you, Tony Khan, and AEW. Your ass need to be at the house.
Hold that thought. We coming back to that actually. Yeah, man. Like, so that's a big thing now too. Like, as everything is getting opened back up. Just for the people that listen to this podcast, the people that listen to anything else on the SLLC network, I want you to know this. And I want you to listen to me when I say this. The Rona ain't gone because your ass is tired of it.
That is correct. That is correct. You are 100% right.
we still in the first wave of that Rona. That first wave of that Rona, bro. It ain't gone nowhere. It ain't going nowhere. Just because dumbass in chief and all the state officials and all them niggas said that, hey, you can get back out here. Listen to me. You see my hands pressed together like this. It's serious. This shit's serious, bro. Don't take your ass outside if you ain't got no mask on.
Don't do it.
Listen, I know you came here for wrestling. But I'm trying to save your life, nigga. Don't take your ass outside if you ain't got no damn mask on.
Don't do it.
If they ain't social distancing, if they don't live in your house, nigga, if they don't live in your house, don't be close to them niggas.
Hey, you go outside.
You fucked up and you know your ass do.
You getting the award. We gonna give maybe we need to start giving out the Rona awards in addition to the John Jones's Freedom Memorial Award.
The John Jones Memorial. Yeah.
We just need to cover the whole thing. And you know what? We ain't gonna stop the train there. We gonna keep the train moving, because right after somebody tested positive for the Rona, what did WWE do? They started allowing quote unquote real fans back into the performance center.
Nah.
Nigga.
Nah, bro.
This is, mind you, this is the day after they found out one of the performance talent tested positive for the Rona. And instead of being like, yo, all right, we're going to shut shit down immediately, they was just like, nah, dog, bring your friends and family. All the wrestlers, bring your friends and family into the joint. So that was on the edition of Raw from this past Monday. And WWE also released a statement about that shit. And what they said was this. Fans have not been in attendance at WWE events since March 13th. Yesterday, a select number of friends and family were permitted to attend WWE's production. These individuals were required to participate in medical screenings prior to entering the closed set at our training facility and were kept apart from in-ring performers and production personnel. Attendance was below 20% capacity and social distancing guidelines were adhered to, with at least 6 feet between parties, thus masks were not required. So here's the thing. Here's the messed up part, right? They said masks were not required.
I don't get it. I'm not doing it. That's stupid.
Look,
That's stupid.
WWE told them people they couldn't wear no masks. It came out later from people that were there that WWE told them specifically that they couldn't wear no masks.
Shit.
Rated R, man. Let me know. Let me know what you got. What you thinking, man?
There ain't no way. And the ROD means no way. You got me walking into that performance center. Now, listen, I've been at work. I've been working. So my job has had me working for the last month now. Mm-hmm. And we are required. First of all, they expense max for I done went through all them bitches.
Oh, that's dope.
And now I gotta go expense some more. If I'm not going to Quick Trip with a fucking mask on, what makes you think I'm going into the WWE Performance Center without a fucking mask on? That's irresponsible as fucking hell, bro. Like, people are getting sick. No, just pull the plug, stop until everybody is well, because the shit's coming back. In China, they already had a second wave that has started now, and the motherfucker ain't no joke.
Right, not at all.
If you ain't, I know we starting to open up. We didn't have cabin fever. Hell, I can't be hypocritical. My ass did some shit. You didn't heard me go out to a social distancing gathering. I didn't went bowling. You know what I'm saying? It's starting to open up, but I'm wearing a goddamn mask.
Right, exactly. And that's the thing. I'm not saying like, hey man, you know, don't go out here, especially with joints like social distancing. Like, yo, if you're adhering to the standards, man, do your thing, especially stuff that's outside, especially stuff like that. Hey, man, do that thing, but take your precautions. Don't show up and then look like boo-boo the fool when you start coughing and shit. Nigga, like, come on. Y'all got to be smarter than that.
You go outside without a mask on.
You fucked up, huh? You know your ass is due.
Shout out to Reverend X, who's making his triumphant return to the show this week to let y'all know.
Oh. He made his triumphant return to YouTube as well, too. Google it.
Wait a minute. Oh, shit. Wait, Reverend X is back?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I gotta check this. As soon as we cut this off, I'm gonna go watch that shit. Hold on. Oh, man.
Hey, you might have to, did that sound clear, or did it sound like it's coming out the speakers?
It sounded pretty good. It sounded good.
Oh, okay. So it sounds like you. Okay.
It don't sound as clear as your voice, but it sounds pretty good though. It's not clipping or anything.
Okay. Because I was gonna hit the where is it? The news, and is that pretty clear?
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
So on the same note, we're gonna keep it definitely in wrestling. Keep it on the same note. In Florida, of course, because that's where all the wrestling is taking place. But the reporter that has been reporting on WWE in the case of the Rona had a comment about AEW as well.
Uh-oh.
So he tweeted. That's what I told you. We coming right back to that. So John Alba, the Orlando reporter that wrote about WWE virus procedures. Oh, that's the other thing. Hold on, let me take a step back. Swing it back. So before we get there, and I might have to find a story to actually like drive this home, but they were talking about the testing procedures, right? Okay. I think the same reporter dude is basically saying that WWE, as much as WWE's been saying they've been testing folks, nah. They're saying they're not testing folks at all. Apparently, so they're testing the main talent, the people that's in the ring, but they weren't testing developmental people at all.
Wait.
At all.
But why?
At all.
Why?
You fucked up and you know your ass, dude.
Oh, we just started early.
I mean, this just might be the award show, man. It's like, yo, it's just lay it all out there, man. It's real crazy, bro. Hold on, let me see if I can find this original tweet where he was talking about WWE. Okay, here we go. So John Alba, what is his credentials? He is award-winning TV storyteller, host of Spec Sports 360, which is in Tampa Bay, Central Florida.
Okay.
He does wrestling talk, and he's an Emmy winner from the MLB Network. So he has some credentials behind him. He's a journalist.
Sure.
Whatnot, yada yada yada. So he says, sources indicate to me that WWE offered free on-site testing for the friends and family talent who were invited to TV tapings this week on the heels of yesterday's mass testing. If they chose not to get tested, they wouldn't be able to attend. So that's good. The friends and family were tested. Hold on. Where is this? He talks about he's talking about his podcast, this, that, and the third. Yeah, so he's actually the guy that talked about the news that the fans in attendance were telling them that they could not wear masks. So while WWE was saying, yo, masks weren't necessary, the fans were saying, yo, we can't wear that at all. So yeah, that's crazy. But basically what he was saying was, oh, yes. So one individual told me that the waiver included a liability clause in the event that they contracted COVID-19 at the taping wouldn't hold WWE liable, while others could not confirm that. So one person confirmed that basically WWE made the fans sign a waiver. Like, yo, if you get the Rona, it's on you.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? That's okay. That's what it is. Let's see. For those asking, blah, blah, blah. COVID-19. That's the statement from Orlando doctor. Now you talking about Raw. Anyway, basically this dude was saying that most of the talent had only been tested once, if at all. So WWE's hanging just out here wild and foul. So anyway, we're gonna switch gears.
Just raw dogging. You think I'm going to the performance center raw dogging? Shit.
Just no coat on, no raincoat, no balloon, no nothing. Just out here raw dogging it in the Rona. But no, thank you. You can have that WWE. Vince, I don't know what you on. I don't know. I mean, I know what you on, but come on, Nick, come on.
You know your ass.
We just gonna keep it going, man. We just gonna keep that going. So anyway, John Alba, same guy, was saying that about AEW. He said, "I will say this: I think Tony Khan and AEW deserve a lot of credit for the thoroughness of the coronavirus testing to allow for the safest conditions possible at their taping." So that's the flip side of it. The same reporter is basically saying that at AEW they're doing the testing. They come on TV, like all the wrestlers or the cast in the audience. Most of them have masks on in the audience, right. And most of them went and bought, like, made masks of their actual merch. So now they're advertising themselves, all that. So what you think of kind of the difference between WWE and AEW in their reactions to this whole thing?
I guess with them being a new company, they're trying to get as much money as possible. I don't agree with it. I don't. And don't get me started on AEW in regards to the well-being of, you know, blackification right now. I'll get to that in just a second.
Yeah, let's get to that. Let's get to that.
AEW. How come y'all ain't got no black champions, dog? Where the black main eventers at, man?
Oh, okay.
Where the black main eventers at, man? So I heard an article. There's plenty of people on Twitter that are complaining that AEW does not have any black representation as far as champions in the company. Now, I know Cody just last week fought one of the cats with Private Party. He lost.
Right.
So, but there aren't any black champions in AEW right now. What's up with that? Shout out to
right. Well, what's up with that? Well, I got to push back on that. Got to push back because Scorpio Sky was their first tag team champion.
Okay.
What happened? Their first tag team champion. Nyla Rose. I mean, she wasn't their first women's champion, but she was women's champion. So while I agree, they got some work to do because they in the mainstream actual every week wrestlers. They do need more black folks in there. Like right now, we only got Scorpio Sky, we got Big Swole, we got Private Party, we got Nyla Rose. I mean,
that name is epic. Big Swole.
Big Swole, bro. Listen, hold on.
That's a girl.
Yes. Let me carve out this Big Swole appreciation right now. She dope as hell, bro. Listen, her Ariel Monroe. She wrestled in the Mae Young Classic as Ariel Monroe, wife of Cedric Alexander, who's in WWE. But so actually, so Big Swole is actually her and Nicole Savoy. Right?
Okay.
You remember her? Nicole Savoy, who's still on the Indies. She might be still Shimmer Women's Champion, but so Nicole Savoy is taller and bigger than her. But Ariel Monroe is Big Swole. Nicole Savoy is Lil Swole.
Okay.
So they had.
You know she wanted to be baby D and
yeah. Know about all the new snack cakes when they come out.
Why don't you go date baby D?
that might have been baby D at Super Ultra Mega Pro Lounge the other day.
Man, don't get me started back. You know what?
Oh shit. But no, man, I do agree, man. Like there's representation in AEW, and I think this is kind of a bigger, larger view of AEW right now. Where I think they're getting to a point where people are getting impatient. Like they basically have to make. So it's one of those things where they carry themselves as a much woker company, as a much more culturally aware company.
Yeah, like I give them that.
But this is what I'm saying. It's one of those things that because they did that, they have to like now make a big statement, especially with everything's going on right now. Now, I know at the beginning of the episode, what was that, 2 weeks ago, they had the Black Lives Matter the intro to Dynamite. Right. You know, that was dope. That lets folks know where they stand. Tony Khan has been pretty outspoken about Black Lives Matter and just basically being like, look, I own a football team. They all black. Like, listen, y'all ain't gonna be out here. Y'all ain't gonna be out here doing this to black people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's also one of those things that WWE. Now we talked about this last episode or a couple episodes ago. WWE U.S. Champion.
Probably every episode.
Yes, exactly. Every single episode. WWE U.S. Champion is a black dude right now. So as crazy as that is, it's making a statement.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
it is.
So
it is.
You can't have Cody, I'm married to a black woman, Rose. I'm going here for a second. Hold on. Bear with me. You can't have Cody, I'm married to a black woman, Rose, out here beating black dudes on TV every week.
Yeah.
And then still say you woke.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true.
because that's the thing. Like, black folks, and we talked about this. Shout out to Big Joe, because we talked about this on the group, man. A lot of black folks, man, we're watching wrestling. We know the connotations of wrestling. We know what pro wrestling is and what it is to black people. But hey, man, we're looking for a way to escape. And just watching a bunch of black people get beat up every week ain't gonna cut it, bro. It ain't gonna cut it. Like, I need to at least have a tournament with black folks going over and shit like that.
On God now.
I don't even know who them is.
On God now, man. You know I don't know who them is.
Oh man. Well, hit me with that news, bro. So speaking of Black Lives Matter, and speaking of folks that are either down with the cause or who you thought was down with the cause.
And you have to do the voice. You have to do the voice.
Oh man, hold on. So you already know what I'm talking about. Most of y'all know what I'm talking about too.
You gotta do the voice.
So Stone Cold Steve Austin went in on somebody who was defending the Confederate flag.
Get him.
So they wrote up about this in Maxim. They said, in case you thought the only place WWE icon Stone Cold Steve Austin could destroy an opponent was in the ring, check this out. A commenter on his Instagram account once learned that Austin isn't just a scary guy to face in stage combat. Right. He could flatten you with words too, especially if the subject touches his sense of justice and fairness. So here we go. Right. So I'm gonna read this whole thing. So, April, and I'm gonna say this name too because I'm
put his ass on blast.
Put her out here. April Vickery.
Oh hell.
Under Stone Cold's post said, "For us," well, talking about the Confederate flag, she said, "For us, it wasn't a sign of hatred or hate or ignorance." See, I gotta get the term.
Oops. In the showy state of St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome wait.
To the STLC.
We jumped the gun too fast. My bad.
Oh shit. So hold on. I gotta do both voices. I gotta get my Karen voice. For us, it wasn't a sign of hatred or hate or ignorance. It's a sign of Southern pride. A pride in who you are.
Get the fuck out my face, bitch.
In who you are, where you come from, the people who come from the people you know, who stood for heritage, lineage, family, and pride.
Trying to hear that punk shit.
Never stood for hate ever.
No.
And that's when the homeboy Stephen Aloysius Austin.
Yes, Aloysius Austin.
Came in and said, and I quote,
"Get him."
Oh, that's nice and all, but if I recall, it don't matter what it means to you because the African Americans everywhere is a symbol of oppression, hatred, and inequality. So the little heritage, not hate. Sorry, don't mean shit because your stupid little heritage was built on the backs of slaves, and identifying with that kind of sort of definitely makes you trash in the Texas rattlesnake's eyes. You can continue to spew your bullshit, but just know what? I said spew your bullshit.
What?
You can continue to spew your bullshit.
What?
But just know that none of us care, you dumb racist some bitch. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. Oh hell yeah! I'm taking down one racist. I'm gonna take down two racists. I'm gonna take down three racists.
What?
And I'm gonna drink a beer. I'm gonna drink an iced tea.
What?
I'm gonna drink some Bumpy Face.
What?
I'm gonna drink some Mad Dog 2020.
And my own goddamn beer, which is a Segundo Brewing Company.
Hey man, Stone Cold went in, man.
Yeah, he did, and I'm actually shocked. Granted, and this is coming from the same guy who called Nelly a nigga in a movie that is worldwide known.
Yeah. So that was in The Longest Yard. Longest Yard. Stone Cold Steve Austin saying nigga in The Longest Yard. So now, granted, all right. Somebody wrote that for him. Somebody
Sure.
picture for pegged him out as he's this Bristol in Texas.
Well, to what we know, somebody wrote that for him.
To what we know, somebody he did. We don't think he ad-libbed that.
Okay, girl.
Well,
we can deny that, Steve Austin.
You fucked up, huh? You know your ass is due.
We better be able to listen. We better be able to deny that. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Listen, bro. Listen. I know you will whoop my ass, but listen to me when I say this. If you out here calling people nigga for real, nigga, ooh. Listen.
On God Nelman, you know I don't know who them is.
Hey, hold on. Listen, Stone Cold, if you out here for real, don't fuck this up for me, bro. Don't fuck this up. All right? Just know that. Just know that. All right? That's all I gotta say. You did like Mark Henry already talked about Ahmed Johnson calling you a racist. Ahmed Johnson's an asshole. He's stupid.
Yeah.
We gotta hold on, wait. We gotta tell that story real quick. So for those who don't know, so Mark Henry was on, I think, Steve Austin's show. Mark Henry was on Steve Austin's show not too long ago, and Stone Cold he went out of his way to be like, Mark, I want to thank you for basically defending me because Ahmed Johnson said some pretty terrible things about Stone Cold Steve Austin being a racist. And Mark Henry was like, listen, here's what happened. So when Ahmed Johnson was in the WWE, he had got a rental car. He had got a Lincoln Continental, because that was the car that all wrestlers got. And somebody had spray painted nigga on the side of Ahmed Johnson's Lincoln Continental.
Right.
Bunch of white fans out there. Ahmed Johnson, hey, who the fuck did it? One of the white fans told Ahmed Johnson, "Oh man, Stone Cold spray painted nigga on the side of your car." Stone Cold ain't nowhere outside. All white fans in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Said Stone Cold did it, and this nigga believed the fan. The nigga standing by his car. I'm willing to bet money that the motherfucker. I'm willing to bet money that person had a spray can in their hand. He was like, Stone Cold Steve Austin did it. And this nigga Ahmed Johnson proceeded to go around and tell people how racist Stone Cold was.
He told everybody. Oh, man.
Shout out to Ahmed Johnson for that bullshit, man.
Ahmed Johnson, man. Come on. I wonder what he's doing. I know he was doing like some youth stuff with kids, which is dope.
That's good. That's dope. That's dope.
Outside the ring, I know he does what he's supposed to do. But when he was in that ring, boy, he was about to be the first black champion, and he fucked that shit up. He was
wow.
Like, I won't be no champion.
Well, speaking of a black WWE champion, kinda. John Cena donated $1 million to Black Lives Matter.
Yes, sir. I saw that. Right after he just donated $40,000 to Chad Gaspar, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man. So John Cena, man, for all the shit with the rapper gimmick, which I'm personally a fan of the rapper gimmick, the Dr. Thugonomics gimmick, because John Cena can rap. Like, low key,
yeah,
John Cena can actually fucking rap. Like,
he got some bars. He got some bars. So, John Cena putting his money where his mouth is, representing for the people. So I want to give a shout out to this person that tweeted this, at PeytonEXE on Twitter. And he tweeted the story about John Cena donating $1 million to Black Lives Matter and said, John Cena is what Hulk Hogan pretended to be his whole career. Yep. I was just about to say that. And I heard this on another podcast, and I normally don't agree with Peter Rosenberg and whatever they talk about on that show. But what he said was that the character that Hulk Hogan represents is what John Cena is in real life, and that makes sense.
For sure.
I rock with Cena, man. As much as I can't stand his character, and as much as we wanted to see what everybody else wanted to see, what the man does outside the ring is pretty dope, man. I guess shout outs to you, Cena, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like I think what it was, and I think the thing that made me not turn bad, but turn back into the good graces of John Cena was when he was on. I think he was on Austin's show as well, when he was at the height of his career, and Austin asked him, "Hey, man, why do the people react negatively to you? Why do you think?" And he said flat out, he's like, "Because of the way that I've been booked against my opponents."
Yep.
He laid it out flat. None of my opponents have looked like a threat to me. Nobody, like, I don't have them. I don't have dance partners now. If I had worthy people to go against me, I can get the fans behind me, period.
Yep.
And he knew that. He was self-aware of that. As a matter of fact, for him turning heel, John Cena wanted to do it to revitalize his career. Apparently, he went out and spent like $100,000 on new wrestling. Like they had planned for it to happen. John Cena spent $100,000 on new wrestling gear, made some new music. He was gonna change up his moveset. Basically, he was gonna turn into, which would have been a dope ass gimmick, by the way. He was gonna turn into basically like a super wrestling ass dude. Like cocky, like he went out and bought a singlet. And he was just like, yo, he was gonna be Kurt Angle.
Oh snap!
but not be good at being Kurt Angle, which was the thing that was gonna make people hate him even more.
Right.
And then apparently when Vince basically went back on that and said business as usual, he donated all of his gear, all the extra money that he spent on turning heel to people in NXT.
Wow. That's
like
it. That tells you about the dude, man.
It tells you about John Cena, man. Like, you know, and like I said, like you said, actually, I'm not a huge fan of where they took the John Cena character. However, John Cena, the guy, is that dude. I feel the same thing about Roman Reigns too, man. Roman Reigns, the guy. If they let Roman be the guy that he actually is in real life, yo, he'll be super over, either babyface or a heel. He'll probably be a heel for real, cause yeah, he's kind of a cocky dude. So I need to explore that shit.
It's my bad.
Okay, now you good. I was like, oh, what happened?
Yeah. My internet isn't stable outside, y'all.
Got it. But no, I was just saying, like, they need to do the same thing with Roman. Like, Roman is kind of a cocky ass dude. If they let Roman be the dude that he actually is, he'll probably get over as a face for real. Right. They might, like, Vince might want to turn him to heel just because he's cocky and shit, but people will be like, nah, I rocks with that dude.
Right. Yeah, you're right. Well, this was something. I got something I kind of want to get into. It's kind of going with the political landscape or with everything that's going on.
You fucked up, huh? You know your ass, dude.
Well, that's not it, but that's not it. But here, let me cue this up because it's about that time in the middle of the news.
Oh yeah,
where Rated R gets some things off his chest. When Rated R gets some things off his mind. You know what time it is, man. Everybody knows what time it is. Do you know what time it is? Oh, wait. Yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for one of these Rated R rants. So, I know everybody's on top of the train. Everybody's fine. We've been waiting 400 damn years for this shit. Thank God you finally did it. But news came out about, the involvement of NASCAR. Did you hear about the news with NASCAR with the dude, there's a black dude's name is Bubba. He's in NASCAR. Yep. NASCAR is now supporting, shout out to them, and they're now supporting, the Black Lives Matter movement, which is dope. And then some guy who NASCAR even had to Google decides to quit. You stupid. You losing money, but you care about that damn Confederate flag, and so be it. But let's get real, y'all. You know damn well ain't no niggas watching no motherfucking NASCAR. You know damn well we ain't watching that shit. Why we get mad about that? Talking about, yeah, we happy that NASCAR is on top. We ain't watching no motherfucking NASCAR. You don't even know nobody. And the last person you know on NASCAR was a person that died. That was Dale Earnhardt. That's the only person we motherfucking knew. And some of y'all didn't even know we had no black NASCAR racers. Black folks, quit getting mad about everything and get mad about the shit they're supposed to be doing. I appreciate them doing that shit and everything, but you know damn well we didn't care about no motherfucking NASCAR. And that concludes. That concludes. And I can't find the music I was gonna put for this. That concludes Rated R Rants.
Yes. That is a worthy ass Rated R rant. And like, yeah, like, I get it. The Rona got everything cut off. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I found my music. That concludes Rated R Rants.
Yeah, man. I get it, man. The Rona did cut off everything. It did cut off basketball. It did cut off baseball for some of us. It did cut off everything. So that was my biggest thing, though. I'm like, yo, NASCAR? Like, and I get it. I get it as a political play because it's the hot thing to do for a company right now. Everybody don't fall for that bullshit because it's temporary.
Yep. That shit gonna last. That shit gonna last at minimum about six. Give it 6 months. About 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Keep that between us, though. Keep that between us.
Yeah. Cabinet gonna get his job back, and then this shit gonna go away.
Fuck that. Now, Cabinet ain't getting the shit back. Watch. Cabinet, listen. All right, we hit a detour, but the only reason Roger Goodell said that shit is because Pat Mahomes said something, and Patrick Mahomes, league MVP, recent Super Bowl winning champion,
that dude
said some shit about that. That dude.
Yeah.
But listen to me. Cap was that dude once too.
Yeah, that's true.
Pat. Don't let Jordan Ta'amu take your spot, nigga. If Jordan Ta'amu of the St. Louis Battlehawks take your spot, nigga, it's over. It's over for you. Okay? All right, let's get back to wrestling. So here's another news. Here's some more news. We're kind of still on the Black Lives Matter train, which we always are because we black.
Yep.
We matter.
Shout out to Pro Wrestling Tees for that Bullet Club Black Lives Matter shirt.
Yes.
As soon as I saw it, I bought that.
Oh yeah. Yes. Matter of fact, I might just go ahead and put the link in there, man. Shout out to Bullet Club, Pro Wrestling Tees. They got the Bullet Club Black Lives Matter T-shirt, man. Check that out.
Yes, sir.
Check that out. If you're in the Facebook group, join the Facebook group. Shout out to Sleepy who posted the link to it, man. Yo.
And 100% buy the shirt because 100% of the proceeds are going to Black Lives Matter.
100.
You heard, if you look on the website, it says that.
Yes, sir. So one more person that I didn't quite expect to ride for us, but did. Shawn Michaels.
Wow. I didn't expect that.
So Shawn Michaels got into a heated debate backstage at NXT In Your House, which also shout out to Keith Lee for wearing the Black Lives Matter gear.
Yes, sir.
And
yes,
fuck you to the commentator. Now, I know, Morrow, I know you probably want to say something, but fuck you for the commentary team for not mentioning that shit.
Right.
They didn't mention that at all. So anyway. So the current social climate in the United States was a hot topic among people in the last few weeks, and change needs to be made. Various WWE superstars have come out to talk about Black Lives Matter movement. Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful Select reports that WWE Hall of Famer and NXT agent Shawn Michaels was in a heated debate at NXT TakeOver In Your House ahead of the show on Sunday night. Per the report, the legendary pro wrestler, now here's the thing that got me. The legendary pro wrestler was discussing the current social climate with the number producer. This is when the other producer mentioned that everybody already gets treated the same. It was noted that the statement didn't go over well with Shawn Michaels. Here's the thing. Who proceeded to break down systemic prejudice and inequality to the person.
Oh.
What?
What the fuck?
You mean to tell me that Shawn Michaels turned into conspiracy brother? Shawn Michaels took off that cowboy hat and put on the kente cloth joint. It was like, you see my brother, what you don't realize. That's what the news report said. He broke down systemic prejudice and inequality to that person. What you think about Shawn Michaels pontificating the plight and struggle of the black people to this other producer?
Did not see Shawn Michaels coming out of nowhere, riding for Black Lives Matter. I'm actually very impressed. Very impressed.
Oh, absolutely, man. Like I said, and it's not to say that I thought Shawn Michaels was racist or anything like that. I didn't expect it for it to be described as him breaking down systemic prejudice. Like, wait a minute. Oh, like Shawn Michaels been reading some books.
Right. Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, this is gonna get us in trouble. Hold on. Wait, that combo meter about to go up. Apparently Shawn Michaels been out here reading more books than J. Cole about systemic prejudice and inequality. Look, them ain't my words. J. Cole put out a whole song about how he don't be out here reading about the plight of black people. He was going at No Name. He was going at another rapper.
Right.
But he said he don't be reading. So you mean to tell me Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels out here more knowledgeable than J. Cole? Is that right?
I thought I never would hear today to hear that. But speaking of breaking
news. Oh shit.
We got some breaking news here on the We Coming For You cast.
What we got?
As we are recording this, of course, it is Wednesday. Wednesday means AEW.
Yes, sir.
Dynamite is on. Something just happened. That's pretty decent. If you know who this guy is. Former NWA TV Champion Ricky Starks has debuted on AEW Dynamite.
Oh,
this is from WrestlingNews.co. Cody Rhodes appeared with Arn Anderson on AEW Dynamite this week to defend his TNT Championship and make an announcement. Former NWA TV television champion Ricky Starks appeared on the big screen to accept Cody's open challenge. It does not look like he signed just because the announcers referred to him as a free agent. So, okay. Rhodes said last week during the interview that people who don't work for AEW will be able to accept the free open challenge. Think of the possibilities of that right there, bro.
Ooh. So I think this is planting the seed. So NWA, right? They got NWA folks already, right? It's only a matter of time before they have Ring of Honor people.
Yep.
It's only a matter of time before the villain, Martin Skrull, shows up at AEW.
Yep.
Flying that Ring of Honor flag.
Yep. And who's to say? Maybe one day an NXT star show up. Boy, that'd be dope.
Maybe.
That'd be dope.
Maybe. So I feel like what'll happen, it'll be one of those people, it's one of those NXT people that fly under the radar. It'll be one of those people that they were like, they forgot to sign to a no-compete clause. Right. And they show up on AEW and be like, oh shit, wait, hold on, wait. They start packing their pockets like, hey man, hold on, did we get them with the It's gonna be one of them cats.
Yep. So yeah, hey man, keep your eyes on Dynamite, man. Apparently there's a bunch of crap going on right now too.
Breaking news. Oh shit.
Apparently
we got more breaking news.
Apparently there's a mysterious contract that just got revealed. This is on Tony Khan's Twitter account. That envelope that Evil Uno just presented to Colt Cabana on AEW Dynamite on behalf of Brody Lee and the Dark Order contains a signed contract and will reveal the details of this contract later tonight. Thank you for everyone supporting AEW, our wrestling and staff. So apparently we should be having another TV going on right now as we record.
Right, I'm about to say, man, I probably should just put AEW on the TV right over here and just keep watching that shit.
And you can just tell me to hit the damn breaking news bulletin
right.
when something happens.
All right, well, speaking of AEW, so we talked about this a few weeks back. And we talked about Cody Rhodes, like Cody Rhodes possibly not being the wrestler that he thinks he is, or AEW thinks that he is, being on that level, or is Cody Rhodes like their Triple H? Well, a few weeks back, a poster on Reddit brought up a very, very good point that I kind of want to explore right now. Okay. So we know Cody Rhodes, he's that dude in AEW right now, but user Lord of Sleep on Reddit says they believe that they are slow burn, so turning Cody Rhodes heel.
I think so. I think the way it's going, yeah, I agree. It's a slow burn.
Yeah. So he brought up a case, or they brought up a case. I don't know if it's he or she, but he said basically the promo that Cody cut after winning the TNT belt was 50% heel, 50% face. He was talking about having a schedule unlike anyone before in the history of wrestling. He's like, my guy is just doing an open challenge. He's a tone-deaf egomaniac. If he thinks he's the first person to do this, he said the people he's facing and beating every week are popular underdog faces like Jungle Boy and Mark Quinn for Private Party. We just talking about that.
Right.
You see this trend continuing with more people on the roster. So he wrestled his match with Jungle Boy as an aggressive heel. So he's like, watch it back and tell me it didn't play like an underdog face trying to get the best of a dominant heel. Jungle Boy trying to get the best of Cody.
Right.
After he won, his whole family came out. There were fireworks just for beating Jungle Boy, of all people. He has the most elaborate interest in the promotion.
Yep.
Every week you're reminded that the guy's the booker and he pulls the strings and has all the money. Cody is just unlikable as a person. This is one of the last points. He said the grandson of a plumber, as he's Dusty's son, is meant to represent the common man. But he walks around in expensive suits, smoking cigars. He got the dumbass neck tattoo. And
the dumbest ass neck tattoo.
But
that shit looks like a bootleg version of an American flag inside the St. Louis Blues logo.
Looking like a bootleg STL style shirt.
Right.
So what they said, the last point that they made, they said, what's going to happen is that one of these days, he's going to break his own rule of not being able to fight for the AEW championship again.
And do it.
And win that, and fight for it and win. What you think about that?
Put it on the board and book it. I like it. There is no, the only diabolical heel that's there was Jericho. But he's so damn funny.
I would say Jericho and MJF.
Yep.
MJF is another dude that don't care about heat.
Although Jericho is on my shit list with his All Lives Matter bullshit, but that's another thing.
I'm like, Chris, come on, dog. All right, shit. We'll talk about this too. We'll talk about this. So Randy Orton this past week came out and, he had supported Black Lives Matter. We talked about that on the last show, but he went more in depth on an interview that he had, and he basically said that. Well, hold on, I gotta find the actual quote because I feel like I'm not gonna do it justice if I don't find the actual quote. So what Randy said was, he originally had the tweet. He said people were like, he said Black Lives Matter, all lives. Somebody else was like, hey, stop spreading hate. And he said, look, all lives do matter, but the point I'm trying to make that I realized finally that if Black lives don't matter, all lives don't matter.
That's correct.
So what he said, he was talking about Colin Kaepernick. He said when Kaepernick was kneeling, I looked at it as disrespecting the American flag and that he was disrespecting the servicemen and women who fight for our freedom and our free speech. and coming home in a coffin when they give the ultimate sacrifice. That coffin is draped in an American flag. I went on to Booker T's radio show and even said those things, and I believed him. It took me a minute, but what I had to do was realize that Kaepernick wasn't shitting on the flag. He wasn't disrespecting the people that had given their lives for our freedom. He was taking a stand against police brutality. As a white guy, I don't see it. But then I started listening to my black brothers and sisters, especially the ones I've known for years, and some for more than a decade. I was hearing firsthand accounts of the interactions with cops that took advantage of the situation and the power they had because they felt a certain way about the color of someone's skin. That's when the light bulb went off. I'm embarrassed to say it, but it took me a little while to get it. What I said on Twitter, I stand behind. If anyone doesn't agree with me, I think they need to do more digging. Go look at Big E's Twitter, look at Xavier Woods' Twitter, look at Kofi's Twitter.
Oops. Oh, my bad, man. Go ahead. I'm trying to get used to the soundboard, y'all. My fault, man.
Like Big Paul Pope was like, you shut it down a long time ago. But no, Randy Orton said, go look at Big E Twitter, look at Xavier Woods' Twitter, look at Kofi Twitter, Shelton R-Truth. If you read what they're saying and try to put yourself in their shoes for even a minute, you're going to see right now that it's not fair. All lives do matter, but like I said on Twitter, until Black Lives Matter, all lives can't matter. My only regret is that it took me a little bit and some soul searching to see that.
Randy Orton, thank you for joining the cause. You made the right decision.
Yes. And I was telling somebody this past week, man, like we were talking about this last time, and Randy Orton grew up in the area that we grew up in.
Right.
North County, St. Louis, right? I was telling that person, though, St. Louis County PD. Now, we're talking about St. Louis County PD, the same police department that handled the County Brownie, the same police department that handled Ferguson. That'll give you some context if you don't know, right? St. Louis County police are some of the most racist police on this earth, period. Now, with that being said, they treat white people in St. Louis County like saints. Even wild-ass white people like Randy Orton.
Yep.
Because I know a lot of people that we know, because we all grew up in the same area, we know how wild Randy was growing up. We all know that shit. All of us, right?
Oh, God, I don't know who them is.
All of us know how wild Randy was growing up and the good graces that the police granted him after that. Or just so it's easy for people not to make excuses for him, but it's easy for people in his situation to take that and be like, oh, y'all must have been doing something wrong because I slapped 3 people in front of the cops and they ain't do shit to me.
They ain't do shit to him.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers like myself and Rated R, we jaywalking, they on our ass.
Ass.
But that's a part of growth. And I appreciate the fact that he had growth to listen to everybody else in the locker rooms. And I hope that he thought back and reflected on the experiences growing up and looking at cats like shout out to our homies Jari, shout out to Wilson, cats that Randy Orton used to hoop with and play ball with, and like reminisce on their experiences and be like, damn, that was fucked up.
Yep. So Randy, welcome to the light, man. Welcome to the side.
Yeah, man. As a fan of Chris Jericho, man, I'm hoping that he comes that way too.
And wait a minute, time out. He used to live in St. Louis. He used to live here.
That motherfucker lived in Kirkwood.
Okay, you're right. You know what?
You fucked up, huh? You know your ass, dude.
I did. I fucked up.
No. I'm just saying he lived in White Peopleville, so he was even further. He lived where. So when Chris Jericho lived in St. Louis, this is 1970.
Yeah.
There were no black people in Kirkwood in 1970.
This is true. Let me go get this Truly real quick. I'll be right back.
Bet.
Dude.
All right, we coming for you, Cass. We have to go re-up on our Trulies and libations real quick.
There is there.
So did you catch any of Backlash by any chance?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay.
I caught. I mean, the main match I cared about was Randy and Edge, man. That was, I didn't. Lashley, because we all knew what the fuck we were going with. WWE has a lot of black champions right now. I don't think they wanted the main guy to be black right now.
Not only do they not want the main champ to be the black man, but they let the white woman come in between him winning the championship. Like, legit. The white woman that he fake married.
The king of white women, too, yeah.
They let the king of white women go out at the hands of a white woman. Come on, man. Seriously?
Hey, man, I think she about to go. I think she about to get up out of there, man. I think she wanna go be with her husband, man. Because that is kind of messed up. How you gonna fire that woman's husband if she's still there?
Right. They should fire her. Also, shout out to the official mascot of the show, Stanley. Say hi, Stanley. He's like, nah, I'm good. But no,
Stanley, we come from you mascots.
Yes, sir. Stanley the Wonder Dog. But yeah, man, that is hella messed up that they took her out of a storyline with her husband, fired her husband, and then kept her in the storyline with this dude, man.
Don't understand that one, dog.
I do understand it. Vince knows what he's doing, bro. He knows what he's doing. He's like trying to break them up. He's like, look, Lana's the one I wanted anyway. You know, Rusev could go wherever. So,
I heard on Raw MVP called her a thought.
Oh shit!
I think he called her a thought on USA.
Checks out.
Hey, damn, that's got to be the first time that was used.
Right. But no, man, from Backlash, the only thing that I watched was Edge versus Randy, because we talked about this last episode. I wanted to know what the greatest wrestling match ever was going to be. And we found out at Backlash what the greatest wrestling match ever was.
Boy, they killed everybody's finish.
Yeah, so let's talk about it. I want to get your thoughts on the greatest wrestling match ever. Let me just get your overall thoughts of the match.
Man, okay. That was not the great. Let's just be honest. That was not the greatest wrestling match ever. They was trolling the dirt sheet writers, man. You can't. There's no way in hell you can put that match above Taker Shawn 1. Yep. You can't put that above Razor Ramon Shawn ladder match. You can't put that above. All of these are. You can't put that above Christopher Daniels versus Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles triple threat. You can't put that above Hardy's, Dudley's versus Edge and Christian in the ladder match. You can't. No.
We talk about Savage Steamboat. We talk about
Savage Steamboat.
Bret Shawn Iron Man match. We talking about a long line of great wrestling matches, and this was supposed to be the greatest one ever. Come on, man.
You fucked up and you know your ass.
So I wanted to talk about specific things. So I kept notes of the greatest wrestling match ever as I was watching it. First I want to note that somebody took the stats. The greatest wrestling match ever was actually the longest non-stipulation match in WWE pay-per-view history.
Really?
Yes. So the match went about 45 minutes.
Okay.
And the longest match ever was
wasn't that Bret and Shawn Iron Man?
Right. So Bret and Shawn Iron Man, but there was one that was like even slightly longer than that one. There was one more match that was like slightly longer than that.
Kurt Angle and because he did
it might have been Kurt Angle versus it might have been them because they did an Iron Man match on actual TV.
Okay.
But yeah, that was the longest non-stipulation pay-per-view match of all time, right?
No belts on the line, nothing.
No belts on the line, no nothing. Really, no. I mean, other than the greatest wrestling match ever, no gimmicks, right? So the first thing that struck me as crazy, right? They tried to bring nostalgia into it. They had the ref dressed in the old school WWF fit. They had the MSG microphone dropped down to the ceiling. But the part that messed me up though is they had the ghost of Howard Finkel introduce these niggas.
I didn't see that.
I know you didn't see it because it was a ghost, nigga. Dog. When I tell you, when I watched that joint and the mics came down, and then Howard Finkel's voice came on and was like, "Ladies and gentlemen, in this corner," I was like, "Oh, shit." But that was the thing. Nobody, they went there. Nobody was in front of the mics. So they literally were just like, yo, this is the ghost of Howard Finkel. I have questions.
Uh-oh.
When did Howard Finkel record that shit? Now, granted, I'm pretty sure Howard Finkel has announced an Edge match and has announced a Randy Orton match.
I guarantee this is probably what they did. So Howard Finkel did a lot of work with THQ and 2K. So they probably called one of them up and said, and because he literally said everything, like for every wrestler that were on the games, he said it like he were coming surprised that they made a call to 2K or THQ. Oh, mind you, on top of that, I'm pretty sure Howard Finkel has called an Edge. But if you wasn't thinking about that, you were like, okay, when did this motherfucker record this?
Because listen, I watched that joint first thing in the morning before work, and I almost cut it off and just started playing. I was like, oh no, what are they doing? So that was the interesting part of it. Now, I thought the match was going to go off the rails. They had the collar and elbow tie up, and then they had a camera shoot from under the collar and elbow tie up at first. So I thought they were about to do this whole cinematic joint. I really thought that they were going to do what we fantasy booked last episode and just basically have some luchadors go in there, wrestle and all that. They ain't do it, so I was a little bit disappointed. Overall, though, I thought the match was cool, but of course, not what they said the match was going to be.
Boy, you heard them voices. It was like, wait, what the fuck? What the? Oh hell no! Turn this shit off.
Right, turn it off. Turn it off. Bro, nah, dog. But there was definitely some cool shit that happened in the match. Like, first of all, Randy Orton got colored in the match. Yep. Got busted open. I was like, damn, that's cool.
There you go. Greatest match ever.
Yeah, he said, everybody's finishes with the die, but my favorite part of the match though was the part where Randy Orton, I think he slammed Edge on the commentator's table, and he walked over to Edge and he said to him, "I'm gonna kill you." He said, "I'm going to fucking kill you, you motherfucker."
You can't say that. You can't say that, Randy.
But he did, and but
it did it again. Scott Steiner just wants me to get into the segment. I'm not doing it yet, Scott. We're talking about the Backlash.
Man, we ain't there yet, Scott. We gotta talk about Vince Neil. I know you don't like them, but we gotta talk about Vince Neil now. Yeah, he said, when Randy Orton said, "I'm going to fucking kill you, motherfucker. You're dead." And that was my favorite part of the entire match.
Oh, man.
But aside from that, Edge actually tore his tricep in that match. So.
Yeah, he did. Yep. And he might be out for a little while now. That's something serious.
Something very serious. He was apparently supposed to be in the mix for SummerSlam. Not no more.
That ain't happening. You can forget that shit.
Not no more. So, do you got any other thoughts about Backlash before we move on?
All I saw was that match. I gotta look at the rest of it, but yeah, I didn't. That's all I saw for the most part. Okay.
Well, so since Scott Steiner wanted us to get into it, let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Goddamn Scott Steiner.
It ain't wrestling without STL. What we got?
I have got to get used to this damn soundboard, y'all. My fault.
Hey, we just started it today.
St. Louis, Missouri.
Welcome to the STL segment, because you can't spell wrestling without STL. You can find me in St. Louis.
All right, y'all, we are in the STL, so you can't spell wrestling without STL segment. I mean, since we on the topic, this is when we discuss history or wrestling involved in our great city of St. Louis. And since we're on the topic of Randy Orton, we just going to put him in the spotlight. We're going to give you a quick synopsis of the legend killer. I'm going to kill you, motherfucker. See, this damn soundboard, man. This soundboard going to get me in trouble, man.
Just raising the combo meter up.
We just do a quick synopsis of the legend killer, Mr. Randy Orton. All right, so let's get some information up on Mr. Randy Orton here. See if I can find that information as I'm taking my sweet ass time. Enjoy his music while I pull this information up.
You gotta hit the pause.
All right, I'm loaded up. I'm sorry. Come on.
You start questioning your faith. I got a voice that is a man. It helps to love.
So, okay, Randall Keith Orton, better known as Randy Orton, is an American professional wrestler and actor. Damn, what movie was he in?
He was in, wasn't it one of the Marines?
I think he was in the Marines. I think he was.
Hold on.
I'll read out. Let me finish reading this. Yeah, I think he was in the Marine. As an American professional wrestler.
Yeah, Condemned in 2 rounds. Reloaded.
Yep. He is currently signed with WWE, as we know, and he's on the Raw brand. Orton is a 3rd generation professional wrestler. Father Bob Orton Jr., and Uncle Barry Orton were all professional wrestlers.
Yes, sir.
Before signing to WWF, he trained in wrestled for Mid-Missouri Wrestling Association, Southern Illinois Conference Wrestling. Wow.
Yeah, right?
He was by WWF and was sent to Ohio Valley Wrestling, where he held the OVW Hardcore Championship twice. Or became a member of Evolution shortly after his WWE debut, and quickly led to an Intercontinental Championship reign, his first title and with the company. For Legend Killer during a storyline where he began disrespecting WWE Hall of Famers. At the age of 24, he became WWE champion, which he defeated the person that we cannot mention on this podcast because that meter is going to shoot off. We can't mention
that person that we always somehow end up mentioning on this podcast for some reason.
With this win, he departed from Evolution, and the feud with his former stablemates began. In 2006, Orton joined forces with Edge in the tag team known as Rated RKO. Together, they held World Tag Team Championships after Rated RKO disbanded in 2007. Orton gained two WWE Championship reigns in one night, becoming the second youngest 2-time WWE champion at the age of 27. He formed the group Legacy with Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase in 2008. They disbanded in 2010, and Orton returned to singles competition. From 2013 to 2015, he aligned himself with the Authorities, who named him the face of the WWE. In 2016, he joined the Wyatt family, winning the SmackDown Tag Team Championship with stablemate Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, before it turned on them in 2017. He won his first United States Championship in 2018, 15th overall Grand Slam champion, and already having been 17th Triple Crown champion. That is Triple H's theme song. We do not care about the game right now.
Triple H.
Orton has held WWE championships 9 times and WWE World Heavyweight Championship 4 times. He was a final holder of the World Heavyweight Championship, which he unified at WWE Championship to become the WWE World Heavyweight Championship by defeating John Cena at TLC in 2013. Orton is recognized by WWE as having the fourth most World Championship victories in history, behind only Cena, Ric Flair, and Triple H.
Yep.
He is the winner of the 2013 ladder match, as well as 2009 and 2017 Royal Rumble matches, and has held multiple WWE events, including WrestleMania 25 and WrestleMania 30, which in the most important information that we had to put on here is Randy Orton is from St. Louis, Missouri.
St. Louis.
Shout out to Randy Orton, future member, now a current member of the Black Lives Matter movement. He is a stable of pro wrestling. And again, you cannot spell pro wrestling without STL, ho.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hazelwood Central's own Randall Keith Orton. So funny story about Randy, man. Like, and it kind of involves me, but doesn't. And I'm still mad that it doesn't involve me to this day. Shout out to the homie Mike Barnes, man. He was the wrestling coach's son. We played football together. So over the summer, we would all lift weights. They had 2-a-day weightlifting, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. And one day, so my boy Mike will always come in the morning. Always come in the morning.
Right.
One day he didn't come in the morning. It was like, damn, man, okay, all right, well, Mike ain't here. Okay, he must have skipped out.
Right.
He showed up the next morning though. So this is where it was. Mike was my boy, but I was mad at him for this reason because he knew something. He knew something, but he ain't tell me.
Right.
So the whole time, Randy Orton's little brother, shout out to Nathan Orton, he was playing football at the time. We would give him shit when Randy was on TV and he would get his ass whooped. We'd be like, your brother got his ass whooped on TV. You know? So I'm pretty sure he hated that. But
among other things about another family member, but we won't touch that.
That's for Patreon. we gotta bring on a special guest for that one. That's for Patreon. But anyway, so my boy Mike comes to the weight room the next day. He was like, yo, you're not gonna believe this. Randy Orton came to the weight room last night.
Damn.
And I'm like, yo, I never went to the weight room in the evening, ever. But yeah, it was one random time. Randy was in town. This is at the very beginning of his career. He was in town, just needed to lift some weights. He came back up to the high school, lifted some weights, was blah, blah. So
out of all the days you was in the weight room, and
out of all the days I was in the weight room, on that day, the day that I chose to go in the morning, Randy went up there in the evening. And he was just like, yeah, man, my coach, my dad is the wrestling coach. And Randy was like, oh, shit. Oh, man, I wrestled for this, that, and the third. I was like, you motherfucker. So shout out to my boy Mike. I'm still a little bit salty about that. But
your boy Mike was basically telling you that you fucked up. And speaking of, say a great segue of fucking up.
Oh, man. So we have a very, 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 very illustrious award that we give out every episode to the person that is doing their best at doing the worst in pro wrestling. It is called, Rated R, tell them what the award used to be called.
The award the award used to be called the
You fucked up, huh? You know your ass is due.
Award, but has now been rechristened to the John Jones Memorial Freedom Award. RVS, why we rechristened this award?
Yes, we requested this award because John Jones showed extraordinary effort in getting this award. Even though he's not in pro wrestling, he showed extraordinary effort in getting an award based on fucking up. And the biggest thing that he wanted to get rid of is his freedom, because he was working really, really hard to get locked up forever and never get out. Never ever get out. So we felt it was right to name the award after somebody with the exemplary terribleness of John Jones. So, the award this week.
Oh, who's it going to? Oh no, who's it going to? Oh,
All right,
no.
so I think we gotta give the award to multiple people again this week. It's got to go to multiple. It's got to go. I'm gonna say this. It's got to go to a couple people in a company, right?
Okay, I'm down with that.
So, the award this week goes to, and I'm gonna start with the most recognizable, and then I'm gonna work my way down, right?
All right.
So, Matt Cardona, formerly known as Zack Ryder.
What the? Wait a damn minute. Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. What the fuck? What the fuck did he do? What?
You fucked up, huh? You know your ass, dude.
What the fuck did he do?
All right. So we all know that Zack Ryder, former Zack Ryder, now Matt Cardona, going by his real name, is an avid collector of WWE action figures and memorabilia, right?
Right.
And I'm gonna say this. He might be the least egregious in this award.
Okay.
But I gotta give it to him because he's a conduit for the award.
Okay.
All right. So Matt Cardona, former Zack Ryder, being an avid collector, collects a lot of old school action figures. The LJN action figures,
right.
WWF joints, right? Well, he talked about in an interview recently about how he had. Let me back it up. He talked about in an interview recently. I'm going to read you his quote. He said, there was this company in the 80s called LJN that made WWF figures in the 80s.
Right.
Some of the sculptors at LJN is the company who's receiving this award.
Okay. What did they do?
Some of the sculptors there decided to make a butt naked Miss Elizabeth action figure. Zack Ryder, former Zack Ryder says, and I quote, I'm talking naked, no clothes, nipples naked, naked Miss Elizabeth. Now this is why I'm back. Hey, play it again. Now this is why former Zack Ryder gets the award. I was able to get my hands on it for a pretty decent price.
Of course he did.
Like, and that's why I say he's the least egregious, because I'm like, okay, maybe. Now, hold on. It depends on how much he paid for that shit. Now, I agree that it's probably like, okay, it was a limited run. As a collector of vinyl, as you see, there's some shit that's like, oh man, this shit's crazy. Like, right. The Beatles have a cover of their album where it's looking like they're fucking butchers to like baby dolls and shit on the cover. And that's like highly sought after because they only made like a couple of them. And the rest of them, they put a sticker on the front of a different cover. Those are highly sought after, right?
Right.
Zack Ryder paid money to get this butt-ass naked Miss Elizabeth doll, right? But he ain't even most egregious. I'm again like so. I shout out to your Bray Wyatt lantern out there.
I'm trying. St. Louis, we're here.
Oh shit.
I'm just trying to get some more lighting out here. That's all.
Oh no, I feel. It took. Like, as I saw it, I was like, oh shit, this nigga got a lantern.
I might need to start off the podcast by doing this. Just going forward, just going this. IWC, we're here.
But now, man, so like I said, Zack Ryder gets the award, LJN gets the award, but here's the kicker. So Zack Ryder said, I had it in my collection. I did a YouTube talking about it, but I blurred everything out. It's a fucking action figure. He blurred everything out. That's wild. It was so weird that I would even have it be in the back of my display case. I was proud that I had it, but I didn't want to show it off. When I put it on YouTube, someone contacted me and said, how much is the naked, butt-ass naked Miss Elizabeth doll? Zack Ryder said, I said, dude, I didn't really want to sell it. Make me an offer I can't refuse. I want y'all to come in close. If y'all listen to the podcast, I want you to turn this up when I say this. Turn the volume up. Turn the volume up. Turn the volume up. If you're watching, come close to your screen. Come close to your screen right now. This dude offered Zack Ryder $45,000 for the butt-ass naked Miss Elizabeth doll.
Off rip, dog. You stupid. What are you doing?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah.
And the reason why I say that Zack Ryder is the least egregious in this, because Zack Ryder said, I sold it. Of course you did. That dude offered you $45,000. Absolutely, $45,000. But hold on, man. The fact that a butt-ass naked Miss Elizabeth action figure existed in the first place.
With detail.
That means somebody thought about this shit. I'm pretty sure Miss Elizabeth didn't authorize that shit. Didn't post for that shit. She didn't sign off on that shit. She didn't sign no waiver. So y'all thought about the shit. You made the shit. You sold the shit. Zack Ryder bought the shit. Had the shit in the back of his display case because he was ashamed of the shit. Put the shit on YouTube. And then some motherfucker bought the shit for $45,000.
No comment. Yeah. All right. The person that motherfucking bought that goddamn toy, when that motherfucker at 3:33 in the morning do some weird shit, start moving and shit. Well, get your ass. If you seen Tales from the Hood, them niggas a motherfucker.
Wait a minute. The butt naked Miss Elizabeth gonna come to life like a nigga from Tales from the Hood. Hey man, we don't know what happened to that dude that bought that butt naked Miss Elizabeth doll.
You know your ass fucked up. You know your ass fucked up. You know your ass, dude.
They might not be with us no more.
Nope. Tell you taking a dead woman naked. Come on, man. Come on. What's wrong with y'all, man? You don't do that. You don't do that shit. Yeah, you gonna get got, dog. Them niggas gonna come get your ass. All them action figures gonna come to life. They gonna get your ass.
all them niggas gonna get your ass. Oh, you want the shit? You gonna be knee deep in the shit.
Come on, man. Have some class, man. Have some respect, man. And then you bought it for the price that it would cost to go to spend a semester at Wash U? Are you fucking serious?
You could have literally went to go pay for some education.
I fucking 14 credit hours for that shit. Let's see, 14 credit hours for Miss Elizabeth naked. Oh, let me think about it. Oh, I'm gonna go with the Miss. Come on, bro.
Not real Miss Elizabeth naked. You went and got the action figure of Miss Elizabeth naked. Like, are you kidding me? Are you got a sexual assault statue?
Right, them niggas gonna whoop his ass. Niggas gonna get his ass.
Oh shit. Yeah. Zack Ryder, LJN, and the person who spent $45,000 on.
You all get the platinum edition with the commemorative plaque. And you know what? I'm throwing in the $5 a quick $5 gas card to Quick Trip because you deserve it.
And listen, when y'all get this award, y'all better not do whatever y'all was doing to that butt naked Miss Elizabeth award to the award. Don't do that. Don't do the same thing. All right, man. We got to do one more thing before we get out of here, man. We got to highlight a black pro wrestler that is heavy in the game, that's doing their thing right now. And we actually mentioned this person earlier on in the show. So, here we go. So we have to go ahead and mention somebody that is representing in the world of pro wrestling, a black pro wrestler. This is the I'm Black Y'all segment.
We did it first.
Yeah, we did it first. Shout out to you.
We got the segment this week.
So this week, we talked about her earlier. We talked about, I carved out time for her because I'm a big fan of hers, but we are going to highlight Big Swole.
Big Swole.
Shout out to Big Swole. So Ariel Hull, better known as Big Swole, is an American professional wrestler signed to All Elite Wrestling. She also performs on the independent circuit where she is the current Phoenix of Rise champion and Shine tag team champion. So two well-known indie organizations for women. She was born in Clearwater, Florida. She went to Clearwater High School and served in the United States Air Force as a fire truck mechanic. She then began her professional wrestling career training in South Carolina under George South. So Hull made her pro wrestling debut in 2015. She made an appearance on Raw in August 2016 as Ariel Monroe, during which she competed against Nia Jax in a losing effort. And apparently Nia Jax didn't hurt her, so it was all good. She did compete in the 2018 Mae Young Classic Tournament, where she was defeated by Zeuxis in the first round. On August 10, 2019, Hull defeated Zoe Lucas to become the Phoenix of Rise champion. On August 31st, she appeared in AEW under the ring name Big Swole, completing in a 21-woman casino battle royal tournament on an all-out pre-show. Battle royal match, sorry. Okay. In December 2019, AEW announced that Big Swole has signed with the promotion. After multiple appearances on AEW Dark, Swole made her Dynamite debut on December 11th, during which she scored a victory over Amy Sakura in singles competition. Hull is married to fellow professional wrestler Cedric Johnson, better known as Cedric Alexander. Shout out to Cedric Alexander. They got married in June 2018, and they have a daughter named Odessa. Shout out to Big Swole. She's also a fellow black pro wrestling podcaster. Her, Isaiah Swerve Scott, or Shane Swerve Strickland, whatever you want to call her. All of them on the Swerve City podcast. Shout out to them as well.
Shout out to y'all, Big Swole, and all the black wrestlers right now, man. Y'all all doing y'all thing, man. Y'all all doing y'all thing.
And I want to say this, man. Shout out to all the black wrestlers. I mean, shout out to all the wrestlers for what they do right now. But I want to take a special shout out to the black wrestlers specifically right now. The Rona is out here, and the Rona is disproportionately affecting black people.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And for what y'all do, y'all already go out there and y'all put y'all bodies on the line for pro wrestling, for my entertainment, for Rated R's entertainment, for all of our entertainment. But y'all doing the extra mile by going out here with a disease that, for whatever reason, is disproportionately affecting black people. And from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank y'all. Yeah. Thank y'all for that. Thank y'all for providing entertainment for us, for being yourselves, for going out there and doing what you do best. And hey, listen, hey, whatever it is, merch, hey, put y'all merch out there. I'm buying it. I'm buying all y'all shirts.
Yep.
Hey, hit us up. Let us know. We coming for UCast@gmail.com.
Right.
If you want to hit us up directly, hey man, we love to have people on for interviews. Anybody that, you got something to promote, let us know. Black pro wrestlers, we ride with y'all. We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah, shout out to all the black wrestlers. Speaking of black
breaking news. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
We got some news coming from NXT right now. Big WWE NXT NA title match set for next week. Winner to face Adam Cole in a winner takes all match.
Ooh.
WWE NXT main event scene really picked up with an in-ring segment during tonight's episode on USA Network. NXT General Manager William Regal interrupted the segment with Finn Balor, Johnny Gargano, Keith Lee, and NXT champion Adam Cole, and of course the North American champion is Keith Lee. Next week's show will feature NXT North American title triple threat match with Lee defending against Balor and Gargano. The NXT North American champion after next week's triple threat match will go on to July 8th episode to challenge Adam Cole in a champion versus champion winner takes all match. So there's going to be one name, one face, one champion in NXT on July the 8th. Make sure you watch that on USA. And I hope it's Keith Lee, my brother.
Man, I really hope it's Keith Lee, man. Keith Lee is doing some amazing things. Matter of fact, NXT, we did talk about it, but real quick, NXT in their house, man. My favorite match of the night was Keith Lee versus Johnny Gargano. They tore the house down, flat out. Just the small house that it was in, the house set, they tore it down, man. Shout out to them.
They did. So, yeah, shout out to them. Yep.
Oh man, but shit. Well, we ended right at the time when all the wrestling shows ended, so it's probably a good time for us to end too. And I'll actually go back and watch the shows now because it's all over. Hey, Rated R, tell them where you can find you at, man.
You can find me on all social media platforms at R8TD_R. And where can they find you at RVS?
Yes, sir. I'm RVS, and you can find me at Franchice06, FRANCHICE06. All social media platforms, the RVS book. Also, if you're on Facebook, look for the group We Coming For You Cast. We Coming For You Wrestling Cast Fans. So that's the thing. If you want to be invited to it, check that out, search for it, or hit us up directly at WeComingForYouCast@gmail.com, at WCFY on Twitter, or Rated R. Tell them where they can find us online.
You can find us online at Pro Wrestling Black. That's right, ProWrestlingBlack.org. The website does this.
It does exist.
And of course, my
All right, man. We appreciate y'all listening to the We Coming For You cast this week. Stay tuned for everything else on the SOLC network. It's got I Love 90s Music. We got Scenario Remix. We got a bunch of interviews with that, commentary, all that. Stay tuned to this station, man. And we'll catch y'all next time. We'll holler at you.
Peace.
Peace.
You want it? You got it. You want me to get crazy? I'll get crazy. Sitting here apologizing. For what? Because I gotta fight three guys? Three guys trying to kill me? I'm a gang member, baby. Remember that.